Hello and welcome to Simonheals. My name is Simon. So what is Reiki? Reiki has been around for quite some time now, and maybe we've all heard the name Reiki, but maybe don't really know what it is. And these days there are so many very interesting sounding healing modalities that Reiki maybe gets forgotten a little bit, but I just really wanted to bring awareness to Reiki as still a very contemporary healing form of healing. So the word Reiki is Japanese, and it can be broadly translated as meaning the universal life force energy. So you may have heard from the Chinese the word qi, and there are practices like qigong and tai chi, and so qi, which is the Japanese word, is the same as qi, just slightly different pronunciation, and it's referring to this life force energy that pervades everything. So in the kind of Western spiritual traditions, we've been offered this explanation of the creator and the source of all that is as God. And God has been personified and been given these kind of human characteristics. But in the traditional Eastern traditions, this has been really described more as this energy. So this energy is the source of all that is. Qi is the source of all that is and brings life to all that is. And in the same way that in the Western traditions, such as Christianity and Judaism and Islam, we're told that we're made in the image of God. In the Eastern traditions, we understand that we are part of this energy. We are this energy. We are the Qi. We are the Qi. And that our well-being is dependent on our connection with that source of energy, with the Qi. So Reiki as a practice is really about connecting with and staying connected with that source of energy, with the Qi. And in our natural state and our natural way of living, this isn't something that we would necessarily consciously have to do. But for many reasons, most of us have become detached from source, from the Qi, through our lifestyles. We've become detached from nature. We live in cities where our feet rarely touch the earth, where we're eating food that has been processed and is really devoid of its life force energy. We breathe air that has been filtered through air conditioning systems, and if we're not breathing that, we're breathing in the fumes and the toxins in the air. Oftentimes we're spending a lot of time indoors. We're not really receiving the sunlight. We're drinking water that has been, again, filtered and sterilized and has become far removed from its natural source. So all of these, combined with our interface with technology and the EMFs, which is the electromagnetic fields of the technology that we interface with, is compromising our energy and our connection with source, with the key. So now really Reiki is becoming possibly even more important than it ever has been as we become increasingly disconnected in our lifestyles. And Reiki is really a way of plugging back in. It's like plugging back into the mains, plugging back into source energy. And it's really that that detachment from source energy that makes us unwell, that makes us sick. And the more detached we become, the more sick we become. And so in connecting with and connecting back into source energy, it brings healing and then it becomes a way of maintaining our health. So Reiki is also the name of the practice that we think of. When we hear the word Reiki, we think of the practice of healing, of hands-on healing. And this is such a simple practice that we can learn for ourselves so that we can heal ourselves, and that we can learn so that we can heal others. So I have been practicing Reiki for 12 years now. I've been teaching Reiki for 10 years. And I've given Reiki treatments to thousands of people from all over the world. And I have taught hundreds, maybe more than 1,000 people Reiki at all levels, from Reiki level 1 all the way through to Master Teacher level. And everyone can learn Reiki. Everyone can do Reiki. I have not come across any exception to this. All that you need is that intention to heal, that intention to connect to source. So with this in mind, and based on my 12 years experience, I have put together a course which I have called Self-Healing and Health Sovereignty, Reiki Level 1. It's about healing yourself. It's about taking responsibility for your own health, about becoming sovereign. Sovereign means that we are not dependent on others. We're not dependent on the state. We're not dependent on a medical system. We're not dependent on anything outside of ourselves. So this really is my goal with this course, is to give you that tool for healing yourself and to become sovereign in your own health. And in this course, which is an online course, I've condensed down what it has taken me 12 years to learn. And I've really put together the key points, the key pieces of information that are really going to jumpstart for you this amazing journey into healing. And it will give you a tool that you can use for the rest of your life. And should you wish to do so, it will give you the foundation on which to build to do higher levels of Reiki, which I am going to offer to you, so that you can become a practitioner, a Reiki practitioner and healer, and maybe eventually even a Reiki Master and a teacher. But one step at a time. Let's start with Reiki level 1. If that sounds good to you and you'd like to know more, please look in the description below. You'll find a link to my page where you can get more information about the course. If you're inspired to do so, you can enroll. I'm offering 3 free places to the first 3 people to enroll on this course. I'm also offering you a discount, so there'll be a discount code there that you can use. So I really look forward to meeting you on the course and to sharing this healing journey with you, to supporting you and welcoming you into our Reiki family. So thank you so much for listening, and I'll be with you again soon. Thank you. Namaste.